You want to go pro in Fortnite? If so, your only chance is watching the entirety of this video, as I will teach you all the steps you need to go pro in Fortnite. What you need to have to go pro: you need excellent communication. You need to have good chemistry with your teammates and be good at communicating useful information and not unnecessary stuff when you panic. Loot knowledge. You need to know the best weapons and consumables to be using in the current meta. An example would be how most people carry striker shotgun and combat SMG and maybe a striker burst rifle, but that's it. No one really carries other guns if they have the choice of the three mentioned. Game knowledge. Game knowledge would include knowing where are the best drop spots on the map, how you rotate out of them drops, when to rotate the first zone and all the other zones, how to rotate the dead side, how to have an advantage in fights, and there's many other things. But what's the point of learning the complicated stuff if you do not get the basics down? How you get better game knowledge is by playing no zone rule scrims, not the open scrims where you have to spend 15 minutes looting before you can fight. How you get into the no zone rule scrims is by looking into the announcements in the scrim Discord server and joining any ladders that you can. All you have to do to find the scrim servers is Google best Fortnite scrim servers and then join whichever one comes up. Keep a good mentality. One of the most important things that makes a pro is how good their mentality is. A good mentality is when you die in game and you don't blame your teammates or get angry. Instead, you look at the mistakes you made and think, how could you have avoided making that mistake? Now, I know it's easier said than done because I got frustrated many times because it's obviously my teammate's fault, so I got mad at them. But that's exactly what you shouldn't do, because it'll make your teammate have less confidence, and depending on who they are, it may even unmotivate them to be good at Fortnite. Just another note, it is okay to get mad at your teammate if it's when practicing and maybe when they make a stupid mistake and blame the game. But make sure to never get mad at them in a tournament, as this will ruin the vibes and lead you to performing badly. Mechanics. Another thing you need to be good at to go pro in Fortnite is having the best mechanics. The most important mechanics to be good at is your piece control, aim, phasing into boxes, peek shots, movement, crosshair placement, retakes, and editing. How you go on to improve your mechanics is you should figure out what you are good at and bad at. I'll use myself for example. I've recently switched to claw and I have good aim, but my piece control has got a lot worse. So then what I'm going to do is search up on YouTube how to be good at piece control and learn from that video, and that is exactly the same thing that you should be doing. Hire a professional coach or get a masterclass. Hiring a professional coach or getting a masterclass can be expensive, but if you can afford it and really want to go pro, it can be the extra step that you need to get there. If I was to be paying for a coach or getting a masterclass, I would go for Destiny Jesus, Solos or Duos masterclass, as it is a reasonable price and has been proven to be very useful, as many people have got their first earnings after buying it. One thing I wouldn't recommend doing is getting a Fortnite coach on Fiverr, as many of them are really not that experienced, and for the time you get them for, it won't help you improve a lot. What would help you improve a lot more is if you subscribe now to my channel so you can stay up to date for any new videos to help you improve Fortnite. Arena. Even though Fortnite's rank system is one of the worst out of many games with esports, it is still important that you play lots of Arena every day, as it is a good way for you to practice fighting and learning the map. Some people might say, oh, why don't you just play creative matchmaking to improve your fighting? Now, I do think you should involve creative matchmaking in your warm-up and learning new mechanics, but why Arena is better for overall improvement is because you get the same ping and delay in Arena as you would in a tournament, so that makes it 10 times more of a realistic setting, which will help you be significantly more prepared for tournaments. Friend group. One of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to improve in Fortnite is simply by having a friend group that is good at Fortnite, even though it may sound a bit sad like it really does. Hi, I'm Timmy69, I'm looking for friends. But really, that's not how you should approach this. What you should do is go into the looking for friend group section in Discord, such as Elite Customs and Noble Practice Scrims, and what you want to do is look for people to 1v1, 2v2 or even 3v3, now with quick trio catch cups being added this season. Then, if they were good, you can add them and maybe go into a call with them and see if they're chill. And if you get on well with them, well, you have now officially got a new friend. Congrats. Jokes aside, this is a good way to find players that are better than you at certain aspects of the game and help you improve in those aspects while you help them improve in other different aspects. Yes, I just said aspect 3 times in a row, but I hope that helps you realize that there is a lot of aspects in Fortnite that decide if you're good or bad. Upgrading your equipment or hardware. One of the most easiest ways for you to improve at Fortnite is to upgrade your gaming setup. Now, if you don't have the money for upgrading your setup, you should look to get a part-time job or get pocket money. Now, if you can't do them either, then your other option is for Christmas or your birthday party. Have the presents you asked for to be upgrades to your setup. An example could be you get a better heart monitor, or maybe you only ask for one big thing even though that's already big enough. And that could be a new PC, and you should also chip in a bit of your own money so you can get a good one. Habits are pro esports players. Anyway, moving on to the last thing that you need to focus on, the GoPro, is what good habits do the pros have that you need to start doing. A habit that nearly every Fortnite pro has is good, efficient practice every day. So not you're 1v1ing in BHG for hours. Your practice should be you practicing something new and creative after warming up, then going into arena to perfect it, and after you have it down, then go into scrims and use it to win more games. But another habit pros have while they're in game is keeping calm and never raging. You'll see many pros rage when they're streaming, but 90% of that rage is for the stream's entertainment. Most pros who pop off in MCS Grand Finals keep a calm, cool head and never rage, which allows them to stay focused on winning. So for you to keep calm, just remind yourself that you don't care that you died, but you're going to think about how you could have done better. One of the most important habits pros have is learning the meta as fast as possible. This allows for them to be ahead of all their opponents and get easy wins. So for you to keep up with the meta, you can look on Fortnite Twitter for new updates or YouTube videos on the most recent updates in Fortnite. You can vote review the pros at the top of the leaderboards, as they are the ones who have got the meta down the fastest and are performing better because of that, not because of luck. And lastly, if you want more videos, click the button on screen now.